In Episode 2 of Squid Game Season 2, the story becomes darker and more emotional. New characters are introduced, and older storylines grow deeper. This episode raises the stakes, focusing on tension, tough choices, and the fight to survive. The episode opens with Gi-hun shaken by the recruiter's suicide. This pushes him further to destroy the Squid Games, realizing he must go beyond exposing the truth. His goal now includes bringing down the powerful people funding the games. To achieve this, Gi-hun teams up with two unlikely allies, police officer Jun-ho and loan shark Woo-seok. Each has their own reason for joining this dangerous fight. Gi-hun feels guilty for surviving the games while so many others died, including people he cared about. He wants to make things right by exposing the games and stopping the people behind them. His mission is deeply personal, and he's driven by a sense of responsibility and a need to fix the wrongs he couldn't prevent before. Jun-ho, the police officer, has his own reasons for joining. He's still trying to find out the truth about his brother, who turned out to be the frontman in Season 1. This personal loss fuels his desire to uncover how the games operate and why his brother got involved. Jun-ho's mission is a mix of his duty as an officer and his need for answers about his family. Woo-seok, the loan shark, is the most unpredictable of the group. At first, it seems like he's only helping for money and his own benefit. But as the story goes on, we see glimpses of a man who might be trying to redeem himself. Maybe he's tired of being part of a system that hurts people and wants to change. The alliance between these three is not smooth. They don't fully trust each other, and their different goals often clash. Gi-hun sees Woo-seok as useful but doesn't fully trust him. Jun-ho doubts both Gi-hun's emotional decisions and Woo-seok's motives. Woo-seok sees the others as naive, but is curious about their determination. Even though they're different, working together forces each character to grow. By working with others, Gi-hun starts to see that dismantling the games isn't just about justice. It's about understanding how they've affected people's lives and the system that allows them to exist. Jun-ho learns that justice isn't always black and white. Working with Gi-hun and Woo-seok helps him see that sometimes you have to bend the rules to fight something bigger. Woo-seok begins as a self-serving character, but as he sees the pain caused by the games, he starts to care more about the mission. This could be the start of his journey toward redemption. Despite their differences, all three know they're up against something huge. The people behind the Squid Games are rich, powerful, and protected by secrecy. To even have a chance, they must find a way to work together. Gi-hun realizes that to stop the Squid Games, he has to go after the VIPs, the rich and powerful people funding them. These VIPs treat the games as entertainment, making money while others suffer and die. To take on such a dangerous mission, Gi-hun works with Woo-seok, who uses his connections to gather a team of fighters. These mercenaries bring action and strategy into the story, turning the fight into more than just survival. Now, it's about taking on a corrupt system and those who control it. The team's first big step is to attend a Halloween party at a fancy nightclub where some of the people behind the game are expected to be. This party is chaotic and full of people in masks, symbolizing how the VIPs hide their identities while controlling the games. The masks and costumes represent the secrecy of the people behind the games. The team's plan quickly falls apart. Gi-hun is kidnapped by the game master during the party. This shows how dangerous their enemies are and how much power they hold. It also puts Gi-hun in immediate danger, separating him from his team. The team tries to follow Gi-hun using a hidden tracking device, but their efforts fail. This shows just how well prepared and untouchable the game masters are. This failed mission raises the tension in the story. Gi-hun is now in enemy hands, leaving his fate uncertain. This moment shows just how strong and organized the game masters are, making it clear that stopping them won't be easy. The team is up against a system that seems impossible to beat, making their mission even more dangerous. Episode 2 introduces Kang No-eul, a North Korean defector trying to survive against all odds. Her life is full of struggles. After escaping North Korea, she now lives in South Korea, separated from her child and barely getting by. She works at an amusement park and sleeps in her car, showing just how tough her situation is. Even with her hardships, No-eul's kindness stands out. This is clear in how she cares for Na-yeon, a sick child she looks after. These small acts of compassion show her humanity and make her someone we can connect with and feel for. But her tough life also makes her an easy target for the game masters. She gets invited to join the games, proving how the system takes advantage of people who are most vulnerable. No-eul's story highlights a key theme of the series: how inequality and desperation can push people into dangerous choices. This episode dives deeper into the main themes of the show. Both Gi-hun and No-eul are fighting tough battles because of their situations. Gi-hun is trying to fight the system, while No-eul is getting pulled into it, showing two different sides of the same struggle. The episode shows how the game masters take advantage of people like No-eul. They offer false hope or a way out, tricking people into becoming part of their deadly games. The actions of each character are influenced by their own circumstances, making us think about what we would do in similar situations. Gi-hun makes risky choices, while No-eul reluctantly accepts the invitation to the games. By the end of the episode, Gi-hun's kidnapping and No-eul's recruitment set up a clash between their paths. Their stories are heading toward a confrontation, setting the stage for a season that explores both the harshness of the games and the inequalities that make them possible. The difference between Gi-hun's fight and No-eul's reluctant involvement adds depth to the story. It's not just about who will survive, but about what survival means in a world ruled by power and greed. Episode 2 of Squid Game Season 2 continues the story in a powerful way. It introduces new characters like Kang No-eul and strengthens the bond between Gi-hun, Jun-ho, and Woo-seok. This sets the stage for a season full of tough choices, high risks, and deep emotions. The episode focuses on themes like desperation, control, and how the system takes advantage of the weak. It's intense and makes you think about the struggles people face. As Gi-hun pushes harder to stop the games and No-eul gets pulled into them, the show promises a season filled with suspense, conflict, and important messages about humanity. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.